Forward for this Group 2 race. It's the Godolphin Mile, very kindly sponsored by Etisalat. Just a couple more to go forward. Let's go and get the call from Terry Spargo.
The last one coming along is Harthick, who's drawn on the outside. Signals are given. Racing in the Godolphin Mile, and the starter caught them in a great line. Viscount Nelson, Shamelgan and Richard's Kid dropped back shortly after the break. Red Jazz came out brilliantly as the early leader. Snarfy going forward, so is Do It All. African Story, the favourite, settles a length off the pace on the inside of Duck Scholar, and First City pushing through in the middle. A length away, Harfeck, the black cap, on the outside of Sandagur, the red cap. A half length away, Der Bass. Then Western Aristocrat planted a little deep. A length away, Shamelgan, a half to Viscount Nelson, and Richard's Kid 3/4 of a length away at the rear of the field as they leave the first 400 behind in 25.5. Red Jazz takes them past the 900 metres pole, leading by a length. Do It All went to second. African Story is third. Snarfy fourth on the outside. A length away, First City, then Duck Scholar. Harthick on the move, followed by Sandagur, and then Der Bass. Viscount Nelson, Shamelgan, Richard's Kid and Western Aristocrat has been taken out of the race, leaving the back straight as Red Jazz brings them onto the turn. Red Jazz in front. African Story immediately into the clear, pounces on the leader. Snarfy on the outside. Harthick joining in. They're a length and a half clear of First City and then Sandagur, but Frankie took African Story to the front. He bounded 2 lengths clear of Red Jazz, then Harthick, First City, Viscount Nelson starting to power down the centre. African Story's in front with 50 metres left to go. Viscount Nelson runs to second, but the Godolphin Mile belongs yet again to Godolphin. African Story an easy winner from Viscount Nelson. Red Jazz and Richard's Kid coming from last. Then Harthick, Shamelgan, Sandagur, First City, Do It All, Duck Scholar, Der Bass, and well back at the tail of the field is Snarfy with Western Aristocrat eased out of the race as the field left the back straight. African Story, number 4, written by Frankie Dettori. African Story has won the Godolphin Mile in the colours of Godolphin. Written by Frankie Dettori. Number 4, African Story. Frankie Dettori is first. Number 13, Viscount Nelson. Kevin Shea has run second. Number 9, Red Jazz. Michael Hills is third. 4, 13 and 9.
And he's a horse I think who will continue to hear plenty more about. He's top rated in the race, given an official ERA handicap mark of 117. First City's threatened for a few moments. Viscount now, so I thought that Harthick had it at one stage with the black cat there under Tygo Shea. Also Red Jazz, who finishes third for a second consecutive year, so at least he's consistent. You can't knock him for that. It's beginning to heat up quite significantly on the track. Get ready for it. Here we go. Flying dismount. Frankie Dettori doing just what he's supposed to do and winning the big races on the biggest stage of all.